it's 6th of June today. 6th of June is special for many reasons.
D-Day?
D-Day, Diffley's birthday.
Senor,
54 years old today. So we're going to grab the
well,
old man.
you're going to edit that bit out, right?
We're going to grab the old man and we're going to drag him up some hills and try and roll him down.
Yes.
What else is special about D-Day?
Well, 6th of June.
John's
sure,
birthday.
exactly.
He's 54 today.
We shall be edited.
Right, we're just going to go up to Bignor Hill car park, Bignor Hill car park, and have a 11k walk. Elevation decrease about 500 metres or so, and we'll see you when we get there. Take care.
Sounds good.
We've finally arrived at Bignor Hill car park. Oh, I wonder what you've done. I thought you fell over there. You vanished.
Not yet.
It's a bit grey and overcast, but it's about 18 degrees. It's going to be a warm day. We're going to be walking up that hill behind us. We're going to go counterclockwise today, just because. And we're going to make a start. The car's all parked nicely, and we'll see how we get on. So really upwards today and onwards.
See you in A&E.
See you in A&E, yeah. Cardio machine's ready. Off we go. Just arrived at a little place called Toby Stone, little memorial to Toby Beryl and I guess their kids. Just on the edge of a nice field. We're just going to be walking that way. We're doing reverse to what we planned to do, but the views, well, campers, whatever. The views are absolutely lovely. This is up to the north, but the sky looks omnibus. Is that a word, omnibus? Omnibus? And this is down toward the sea. The sky looks pretty bad over there too, but we're in the sunshine. Always signs on the righteous, so they say. Let's go wish Toby all the best with his family, and we'll carry on. Oops, there was a step there. We've just come off the South Downs Way, and we're going to a little track down to a Roman villa. We're not going to go in the villa. I think John was around when they built it. He's so old now, 54 today. Got to get that in as much as I can. He's certainly catching up with me. But in the trees, it's cooler in here now. It's a bit humid, but luckily and thankfully the rain's kept off. And we just keep on going until we get to Yon Villa. Innocently walking down the path, and we've come across some toads. About four toads, or maybe a few more, and they've all got stools. Have a look at this. They're quite large. There's my stick, and you can see that's over a foot, and this one's got a resident slug on it. And yeah, quite nice to see. No one's destroyed them yet, which is quite handy. Look at this, man. This is called old.
What's that?
You! We'll have to do a monument
slug
for John. Yeah, there's a slug. Not quite there yet, but you're getting there. You can see the age creeping in now, using the 2 sticks to help him walk. I think in a couple of weeks we'll have to get him with wheels on for him.
Sticks, these are guns. I told you.
Guns. Now made it down the mountain, or the little hill, and we're just coming to the hamlet of West Burton now. I think John's just adjusting his pacemaker. That's it, he's got it going again. We're just going to have a little walk through the quaint little English Sussex village. Looks nice. You could imagine that a few years back with no cars parked here. That would have been gorgeous. Got flint cottages, brickwork. Just gorgeous.
Small little stone there, Paul, whatever it is.
Plaque on that one. And you've got the big flint cottage over yonder, just behind it. Nice quiet little village. It's lovely.
It's a village?
Hamlet. And there's a nice oldie worldy place. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. Nice place to walk. We're down at the bottom of the valley now, about 30 metres above sea level. We've come down from those hills up there. That's 235 odd metres. And that massive huge mountain in the background that looks nothing is 345 metres high. We're heading up that next. via a couple more little hills. John's got his defibrillator in his pack, so we're safe to proceed.
Shouldn't be a problem. I've got my Duracells.
Big shout out to these really special people, the Public Rights of Way Volunteer Rangers. Installed little wooden footbridge across the brook. You can't see it, it's all overgrown, but you don't want to be standing in it. You'd be up to your ankle in water, I guess. But John's managed to get across safely. I'm going to try and follow him now without falling in and dousing myself. We've just walked to the village of Bignor. We've come from West Burton, about a mile away. We've walked near the Roman villa, sort of from a distance, but we didn't visit. The church is up that road. Not John, it's the road. But we're going to go straight ahead through Bignor and head up to that mountain up further up. This is the way we drove in. We drove in here, then we turned left up that road and drove up the top of the hill over yonder. That lovely horse, all coated up, nice thoroughbred. A little stream going through his garden. Lovely place. And we're just going to walk up this road till we find the footpath, then up the footpath we go. I think this is Jay's farm, if I remember. Just come to the next footpath, and it's the West Sussex Literary Trail. So wow. I'm guessing there's some books and stuff to read up here, and we'll have a look, see what we can find. Got some lovely real meadow flowers on the bank, and butterflies flitting around, bird song. Don't know if you can hear it, but there's a stream down the bottom. Just so tranquil and lovely. Really puts your mind at rest, takes all your troubles away. It's always worth turning around and looking from whence you came. It's gorgeous views behind there. We came from the top of that lot, and we're going to go back up there in a minute. Once again, the right of way we have as walkers, ramblers, is passed straight through the middle of this farmer's field. He has to keep it maintained for us. We are so fortunate in this country, and we must keep using our footpaths or we'll lose them. We've just come through the little hamlet of Sutton. We've bypassed the pub because we're good. We're going to trek to the end of this field. Then we're going to walk up that hill, round a little punch bowl thing you'll see at the top, across the top of all the hills, down and then back up that side, and all the way back round to the car park at Bignor on the South Downs Way. Someone very thoughtfully, for the elders amongst us, have carved a nice chair out of a tree stump. Notice the way John's steps increased. He's sprightly, nearly running down to it. Look at that, would you? There's even space for his little rucksack. What are we going to do with the little old man? Happy birthday, John. How old are you?
45.
Yeah, he's going senile already. Poor old bloke. Down the hill before we start marching up, but it's gorgeous in the trees. It's lovely light. Birds are in full song.
About as good as it gets, guys.
Beautiful. On a path like this, you wish you'd have bought your machete, because then John could do a much better job of clearing it for me, and I wouldn't have to clear it myself. It's absolutely overgrown with the offerings of summer. We've had a couple of days rain and everything has just bounded into life. Oh dear me, that's a better job you're doing, Johnny, getting better. Now look at ahead. We've really got every inch of the way we have to get through, and the path is about a mile long up the top of that hill. So get working, John. I said to John that it's volunteers that clear all these pathways. Little did John know that he was that volunteer. Look at the path behind. It's like still non-existent. We've cleared it, but you wouldn't think it, would you? It's just a little way through. But it's fun. The sun is shining, he's sweating, stung to ribbons. But John's doing a grand job. He's doing good. So thanks to all the volunteers that keep our footpaths open. Well done, John. We're at 115 metres now. We've got to climb up to 210 5, I think, and we're going up this lovely wooden path. We're going to go up and down some hills, and then we're going to go to where the television masts are at 245 metres, I think they are. And from there, it's got to be downhill, I think, because the car's parked at 208 metres. But it's been an up and down day today, hasn't it, John?
Sure has, sure has.
Very up and down. It's yeah,
Lots of excitement.
slowly, killy old blokes. So, killy monkeys, yeah. So off we go. Just come out from the woods. We're on a 50-metre descent, then we're going back up, and we're going to go over the hill ahead. I don't know if you can see it on the phone, but then we're going to go back down the next valley and up to where the TV masts are, and then down a little bit, and the car park is over there somewhere. So a few more hills to go up and down, but my God, views phenomenal. Weather has been absolutely brilliant for us today. We've just come through the gate there at the path down from the top of that hill, and there are no words. Look at this. You've got a word there maybe, but that's about all. But then you've got this. It just goes on. We're so lucky to be here. Back on the west side of Bignor Hill. Just got to walk up over the top and past the TV mast, which you can see just between the tree, I guess. Let's go to the other side of the tree. There's a TV mast, that's 245 metres. We walk past that, then we're going to go down to the other side and back to the car park. And I've just spotted these. The fields we just walked through are like meadows that have been let to go wild, you know, in their natural state, or as natural as it can be. And then there's a couple of these. I'm just going to leave it on for a second. If you want to read it, you have to pause the vid, but it might make some interesting reading. I was so delighted in our walking, I forgot to go see the telegraph towers. We walked straight past them, but it's fine. I was too busy looking at this beautiful view down the valley. We're 200 and something metres high now, can't remember, but we're just going to go down to 208 to the car park, just follow this nice easy track. John, God bless him, is bearing up really nicely. He's done well. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. John and I have just put the entire world to rights, and we've sorted ourselves out. We've had a psychosomatic thing, and we've just come around the corner, and voila, and if you can see, car park. We've just done 11.5-ish kilometres up some really steep inclines and descents. John's battled his way through the jungle. We've crossed rivers. We've had oxygen shortages. We've fought off wolves. We've looked at the views, brilliant, lovely views. And now all we're hoping is that when we get to the car park, John's little chariot's going to be waiting for us. So we'll see how we go. There she be, the old faithful chariot. So, offload our kit and have a chat about the walk. It's 4 o'clock, it's Friday, it's crackerjack! No, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. We started our walk about, I don't know, 11:30, 12. So 4 hours, just over 4 hours, 4.5 hours. 11,800 steps or 900 steps, 11.5 kilometres. Oh, fresh as daisies, aren't we, John?
Absolutely.
Walk's been absolutely brilliant. It's lots of different surfaces to walk on. Weather's been absolutely fantastic. Bit sweaty.
Yep.
But thoroughly enjoyable. Some bloody good views
nice
as
warm
well.
Day, gorgeous.
We're going to go back to mine, have a cup of coffee out the front, and then cook some chicken and stuff up and put all those calories back on. We burnt about, I don't know, 1,100 calories it said, didn't it? Yeah. Oh. So not too bad. So thanks, John. Brilliant walk, great company. Hope you enjoyed your birthday walk.
Yes.
Yeah.
21 again.
21 again, feel like it. And we'll see you when we get back home.